Alrighty, good morning everyone. We are looking at DBGI. DBGI is the leading gapper today. It's a NASDAQ stock. Low float stock, free float is sitting at 6.5 million. Volume is 33.53 million for today, and the average volume in the 3-month period is 2.5 million. So definitely high relative volume, low flow. It does have a catalyst as well, it looks like. Boom, boom, revenue up. Nice, okay. Nice little catalyst there, fundamental catalyst. Nothing like a nice strong fundamental catalyst to wire up the technicals, right? That's what we're trading here. So let me just arrange my thoughts here. Okay, so right now we're looking at the daily chart. You can see quite a gap up on the daily there, from a high of 302 up towards 403. We have a very nice gap up there. 4-hour chart, we can see huge green candle. Now we are pulling back just quite a bit. So now we are beginning to look at going down into the time frames and kind of magnifying the situation. Want to see where is this possible, where is this pullback possibly going to make a reversal, right? Where is it going to bounce, make a U-turn? So right now, so far we have below of 398 there. Let's go to lower time frame, 15. You can see green, 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 red, 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 and then the first green candle after a few red candles. Sell off there. So there's some signs of some buyers coming in there. But we definitely want to make sure we don't just want to buy in blindly, right? We never want to do that. So that's the 15. Looking at the 5, same idea, right? These large red candles, large red sell off. This one's also a pretty big candle. But compared to these red candles, not so much. You can see slowly there's some green candles beginning to appear, meaning that the sell-off is putting on its brakes, right? Simply supply and demand. That's all it is in this racket, right? So now looking at the 1 minute, you can see pre-market, there's action, reach heavy resistance, couldn't anymore with that weight. Sell off, attempt to bounce towards VWAP, sell off, some consolidation over here, boom, 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 but then ultimately more sell off, and now we are here bouncing off 398. And right now we would like to see the break above this resistance, and that is 414. And we want to see a bounce here, right? Because it's retesting this support, right? You can see 398 bounce and then came back down, not all the way down towards 398 to 401, but ultimately it's retesting that support area. All right, we want to see where possibly set up our stop loss there. Let's see, 439, 402. Good. We would be looking at that resistance there. There's more resistance up here. There's also the VWAP as an implied resistance. So if we were to enter at 414, we try to be selling before the VWAP, but we would be facing two resistance levels, right? 427 and 435 area, and our stop loss would be right down here, around that area. These pivots turn. We want to see enough strength come in order to convince us that we should definitely buy this thing, right? Thing is, it could also trick us, because if you notice up here, it did the same thing as here, right? Well, similar. Bounced, right? And then it came back down, retested that area for 35. And then it did break that resistance, but then boom, it flushed, ultimately breaking below that area, and then also breaking below that double bottom there. Boom. Well, there goes. We are going to jump in there, throw out our order for 14. And the reason why we're doing that too is because you can see an increase in interest there. Also, you can see that it's not completely a double bottom. It's more of a, if you look very closely there, higher lows, right? The way it's turning, it's not only this pivot didn't come all the way down towards 398. A few cents makes a difference for the pattern to look completely different. And then there was definitely an increase in volume right there, buying, and it broke above that resistance as well. So that's where we decided to buy. We're selling up here. We'll see if it makes it. Goes, you can see that it came back to retest that 413 area as a support now. It's either quite a battle, perhaps deciding you need some more buyers here to break that little resistance level at 420. Coming back down once again to retest that 414 area, 413. Slipping below it. Some buyers stepping in there. Now, if this thing does manage to make its way up towards the 427, it will look like an inverted head and shoulders pattern with a semi double bottom there. So first inverted shoulder, and then the head has like two heads and this would be the second inverted shoulder. And good news, that's more of a bullish pattern, but we'll see if it gets fulfilled, because anything can happen. So there it is, retesting that 420 area as a resistance. Why people are selling at 420. 419 has some sizable asks there. We're testing it. Just a few more to go. No. See, all this is 419 as resistance. Come back down towards 417 on the ask. Way back down to retest that support level once again. Ton of green coming in, though that's because we're at that support area, which is some good news at least, right? Thing is that if you notice, it's come up here to test that 420 area twice. 1, 2. Failed, ultimately bringing it down here twice to that support area. 1, 2. Now it's kind of an even little battle there. Ultimately, we're betting that the weight is being shifted towards the buyers here with this. You can see the turn, right? I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's definitely a turn in the supply and demand there. Turning point, I should say. Was definitely struggling in that area. There's 419 once again on the ask. $420 now. You can see there's a pretty big freaking number on the ask there. They're still breaking it. 421, 423, 424, 422. Came up there, but immediately rejection. You can see there clearly. All right. It's 422. Breaking 422, there's 423. Slowly breaking 423, 424. Oof. Oof. Failed attempt. You saw that? Failed attempt right there. The sellers just piling up there in that area. Coming way down here to test that support. Keeps coming down here, doesn't it? This area here. This is a live and raw trade. And trying to keep our emotions on check here. Okay, there's 420, 421 once again, 423. The high of these candles is 424. So we have that 424. We also have this 427 here. Resistance levels all around. You can see very nicely this candle, this red one, right? Immediately bounced off of that support, came way up here. Nice little bottoming tail there. despite it being a red candle. Still came up here, testing that 424, 425, 426. There's 427, testing 427. See, it's knocking on its door there. Pull back from 427. Goes to knock once again, slowly chipping away at 427. There'll be resistance here at 435 as well if it manages to move away from that 427. There's 430, 431. Profit target 439. It's about 9 cents away. And nope. Still struggle there. Just a little more. Whoa, definitely a fluctuation there. Nice little influx of buyers. 433. Here we go, testing that 435. 434. You see some hesitation there. And another pullback. Now towards 427, testing it as a support area. Will it hold at 427 or will it slip? Some more selling going on there. Okay, testing that support area 427. The return of the buyers there. It's 429 once again, 430. 432, retest that 435 right there, almost there, no, it's 434, you can see it there, just a few cents away. That resistance level there, 435. There's 435 on the ask. 437, 2 cents, take profit. Jesus. 434. No, damn, look at that. Just 2 little cents. Go on. And it didn't give it to us, just 2 cents. But we're still in there, we're still in the trade. Should we raise our stop loss to break even though? Being a few cents away from take profit. What do you think? As the way this thing is set up, it looks like it's having some trouble up here, that resistance area. If this thing manages to slip, break even. But then again, remember, there was always some buyers at this area here. Never failed. So if it comes down here and we're break even, stops out, might bounce. And that's where it gets tricky, you know? That's where it becomes complicated. So it's not always best to raise a stop loss either, you know? Just giving it that room, that time and space to allow it to do what it wants to do. Anyways, we're back down towards 427, testing that support area. Slipping. It's 428, testing that support area now. Once again. And slipping a little more. Slipping a lot more. Okay. Down towards 418 immediately, some buyers trying to step in there. But is there enough? Mm-mm. 420 now has some support behind it. Testing, breaking that 420, breaking that 419, 416. This thing is slipping. Look at all those bids going through. Just running through those bids actually. 415. Okay, 415, 416, some area there. Trying to bounce off of that area. So it literally slipped 20 cents from that high. And we'll see if it attempts to bounce here. 421, some bid support, 422. Testing 424 ask. Some buyers creeping in. 424 has some sizable sellers going on there. We're retesting it. You see 425 now. Okay. Now we're back down up towards 427. Now 424 has some sizable bids. 425 as well. Looking at the level 2 on another screen, the order book. It's 427. Once again. 428. Jeez, 428. We see 429. Gotta break that 428 first. Really having trouble with that 428. Okay, some mixed feelings right there. Seen on the time and sales on level 2. Okay. Okay. They're coming in with a lot of balls there. These buyers. Retest that 428, 429, 430. Here we go, 433. Just a little push more. Increase in volume there. Just a little more. Testing that 429 as a support. That was quite a nice green candle there. Except that I became afraid up here. But we'll see this little one, what it's gonna do. Is it gonna grow? it's having some trouble up there. Therefore, we are not raising our stop loss to break even. Gonna raise it just below this area there. Boom. The reason for that is because if it doesn't hold this 427 anymore, we feel like it's gonna slip. The way this pattern is formed. And especially, we might as well just lock in some profits. After the green candle of this strength, it should show that there is buyer's conviction, you know, meaning that it should be moving up. And last chance to bounce off of this support. If it doesn't bounce off of that support, it means that the sellers have more strength than what happened here. So that'll reflect the weakness there. So now we're expecting a bounce off of this area up towards our profit target. There's 434. You can see it hesitating there still. Break that 434 and 435. Looking at the level 2 on the screen, 434 has 20,000 share ask. And this should actually be closer to 427, sorry. Right below that area, it's fine. And if it tags us out on our stop loss, it's fine. It would just be kind of frustrating because knowing that we were just 2 cents away from our take profit way back here, right? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 minutes ago. Boom, just a little push more. Boom, tag us out, and then it would fall. We wouldn't even be sitting here talking anymore. And there you go, stopped out. There's some weakness. And that's it. Whatever it wants to do, it'll do it. But for now, we are stopped out. And a small green day, I guess. Not a big deal. We'll perhaps continue hunting, perhaps not. The leading gapper is only up 44%. So we will be around, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right. Bye, guys.